Hey, we have another guest coming on the show today?
Stop.
Yes. Serious questions only for that.
Serious questions only today.
Oh.
Okay, very good.
And what is this?
She's got a book, The Best Love You'll Ever Have.
Oh, okay. What's that about?
I don't know.
Oh,
Steve
boy.
knows.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Are you
We
making
should
fun
really-
of Steve's booking?
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, it's serious questions only. That's all.
That's
Yeah.
at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no stupid questions on the instant feedback and no ridiculous questions on the phone. Only
Yeah,
serious
the phones,
questions.
you gotta
Real questions for
real
this
questions
guest.
for this
Do
lady.
we have a little synopsis of
Do you
the book?
understand sarcasm?
The devil.
Do we have a synopsis of the book?
Yeah, they're getting
Like, I
Steve.
could tell a lot from the title, but, what are her credentials?
How do you listen to a comedy program and not get sarcasm?
Because you're sitting in a chat room at 6 in the morning is
anything
how.
else- I would almost understand anything else. Maybe you don't find something fun. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to comedy, there's a lot of sarcasm. involved.
Something was strangely absent.
Hey, Steve,
Comedy.
what's this guest that's coming in at 9?
Yeah.
Oh, she's calling in. She's calling in. Her name's Shannon Mullen.
What's my Steve song?
Eric, get over Steve's song.
Her name is Shannon Mullen. She wrote a book called The Best You'll Ever Have, What Every Woman Should Know About Getting and Giving Knock Your Socks Off Sex.
Oh, another one of these, huh?
Yeah.
They love writing books, these women.
Knock your socks off.
Yeah, this one hounded me for a while to get on, so I figured,
How not to spill coffee in a diner.
Yeah.
No, what's coffee?
Coffee.
There you go.
Coffee?
Coffee diva.
She spilled my coffee.
I'm glad you like that.
C-A-H.
That's right.
It's Martini Steve. Martini Steve. It's Martini Steve.
Yeah.
That was Drew that did that?
Drew
Yeah.
Boogie. He's the man.
I'm going to hit him.
Synthesized vocal.
Yeah. Synthesizer diva.
Any like, I don't know,
Bullet points.
lines from the thing? Yeah, bullet points.
Good point.
She has a master's degree in social anthropology.
Interesting.
Former advertising executive. She'll
Ooh.
discuss foolproof illustrated directions for locating the G-spot and other erogenous zones.
Yeah, this old gag again.
Yep. No-nonsense guide to the best sex toys.
God, let's save the
Yeah.
time. G-spot, 2.5 inches in toward the belly button.
Right.
Good night.
You ever
Check,
been like
please.
looking for it though and you can't feel the little button? I have little hands.
We're not talking
Yeah,
about the button. We're talking
certainly
about
do.
the spongy,
No,
the
inside. Yeah,
spot,
that's what I mean. That's
the
what I mean.
spongy area.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, no, sorry. I was
He's going
muttering
to
to
tell
myself,
us
sorry.
how to find that, huh?
All right,
You want to see Patrice and his long fingers working on that? He's got those awful long fingers. He's
you
really.
watched Patrice try to find a G-spot
No,
on a chick?
I watched him find one on a prostitute in Rio. Me and Keith Robinson and just stood there watching as he brought like the glass dildos to Rio and he would work on these girls and get them off and they didn't want to get off but he had to. It was disgusting.
That must just look like she fell over the railing at the gorilla pit. and she's just being mauled. I'm sorry. He is just big.
He was on his knees in a creepy fashion and he just touched patting her stomach going, "Como, como," like for her to be calm.
Oh,
They-
God, how creepy.
He's such a creep.
That is awful.
But he was working the dildo and the vibrator, and he had the fingers in the, because he got those long, long fingers, and I gotta give him credit, he got them off.
It's sexier that scene in Saving Private Ryan when the big Nazi's stabbing the American guy going, shh, shh, slowly putting the knife into his chest. That's what it sounds like. That's how creepy Patrice is. Como.
Como.
Oh,
Como?
Como.
Patting her stomach like Caligula did before he, when he slapped Livia's stomach before he put a fist in her husband's backside. Up, Proculus. Sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
She'll also discuss the difference between a clitoris and a penis.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, we
Yeah.
need that information.
Yeah, exactly.
Just in case you're with somebody, eating some cheese, wine, watching Survivor,
Holy
you might not be
ass.
sure.
When you tell yourself, this is just like a big clitoris.
Does penis size matter? Is another thing she talks about. Also, there are several
All kinds of questions that have never been answered
Exactly.
or asked. Yeah.
detailed diagrams of female and male sex organs throughout the book.
All right, so we'll go with the serious questions only.
Serious questions only, folks.
All right, and that's coming up at 9 o'clock. Can't wait. Thank you, Steve.
It's Martini Steve. Martini Steve. It's Martini Steve.
I don't want anybody named Lil Connor calling in or none of that nonsense.
Right, right. Little Connor shouldn't be a name. that would
Absolutely
call in,
not.
With a question for her. When is she checking in?
9. Futtbucker. What's up?
Futtbucker.
His name is Futt
Hey guys, how
Bucker.
you doing?
You make fine burgers in your restaurant chain.
Hey Jimmy, I got a suggestion for you.
Hold on, let me take the name Futtbucker and try to make another Fuddruckers joke and see if it doesn't crack everyone up. God,
Hey,
do
will
I
you-
stink. Go ahead, sir.
When you have that conversation or that interview with the serious one coming up at 9 o'clock, introduce yourself as Connor Peterson.
All right.
Not a bad
I'll
idea,
punch it
actually. All right, thank you. You're Connor for the whole interview.
Yeah,
I kind
you
of
could
like
be
it, actually.
Connor Peterson.
Is Connor too... that's a name that people recognize. It's not as...
Is it? Is it really?
I'm just the biggest...
So then you could
A
say,
sex woman, you think, would recognize
let's
that?
go with it. And then she goes, well, and then you go, yeah, I know. That's
Yeah, he's
it's
stuck with
unfortunate, but I'm stuck with this name.
All right.
Hey, I had it first. Ha ha ha. And longer.
All right, Patty, you might want to stick around for our next guest.
Sure.
Shannon's on the line.
Oh, good.
The best
Ooh.
you'll ever have. It's another stupid sex book. She's on the line. I know. Whatever. It's just stupid sex advice.
I don't know about that. You'd be surprised how many people
This old gag.
get a lot of good advice from these books. Because
Maybe she'll
course.
give Stalker Patty some good advice, right?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
As we go to break, a little mashup.
What do we got?
This is Mick Shady. What?
Ben is
We
waiting.
need to get some serious questions for the guest.
Yeah, we have plenty calling. If anybody has any questions
Well,
or
the
whatever,
problem is they're trying to win the MiFi first. 20th caller gets the MiFi. What?
let's hear what the
Everyone's all right with that, right?
Yeah,
Patty?
let's hear what she has to say
Everybody?
first. Yeah. 20th caller is fine, right?
All right. And we got Shannon. We're calling her. Author of The Best You'll Ever Have, What Every Woman Should Know About Getting and Giving Knock Your Socks Off Sex.
So is it going to be the whole, hi guys, how you doing? The perky, very up.
I think she'll be very businesslike.
You think?
Yes.
I think they have to be like, hi, well, this book is going to teach every woman what they really need to know to spice it up in the bed. Shut up!
How many copies of the book do we have, Ben?
Just one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let one person peruse it while the other two just
Oh,
wing
my
it.
God. You know what? I love this new bit. It's a Jimmy bit.
Tearing
Yep.
the pages.
Yeah, I want to...
I do love that bit.
I love this bit. And they don't understand what's going on.
Oh.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes.
Oh, wait, Jimmy, can I have that book? I think we have our Sexpert on the
cool.
line here.
Let me just perusing the Shannon Mullen. Cool.
Hold on, I got to see the book. All right, no, I don't. We're trying to get her on the phone right now.
All right. This is a little like a one sheet on the best you'll ever have. What every woman should know about getting and giving. Knock Your Socks Off Sex by Shannon Mullen. Here you go. This is the picture.
And I do believe we have her on the line. It's Shannon Mullen, right? Shannon?
Yep.
Welcome to
Shannon.
the Opie and Anthony program.
Welcome to the program.
Hi. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem. When we found out that we were going to have you on the show, we got quite excited.
Oh, yeah.
We really did. We love sex.
LOL.
Who doesn't is right, you know? So what's going on there, Shannon?
Not much.
The book is called The Best You'll Ever Have.
Yep. With a very, very long subtitle.
Well, yes. Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Connor. It's myth number one. You have a section here on sexual myths.
Uh-huh.
What is this about? Tush sex is for gay men.
Oh. Yeah, that's a big myth.
Oh, I thought you were saying that it was
a myth.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's a myth.
I thought you were saying that it was. I thought you were saying that it was actually only for gay men.
No, that would be part of the myth list.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's something that is a knock your socks off type of sex?
Yeah, that's actually something that I think people ought to talk about more. For women, they think, well, why would I want something up my butt when I have a perfectly good vagina?
Right, exactly. Especially if you're going to hit logs.
Yeah, so you have to kind of think it through and think why that makes sense in order to convince yourself to give it a go.
And why does that make
Most women
sense?
tend to like it.
Yeah, why does it make sense there,
It
Shannon?
makes sense for women because there's a muscle called the PC muscle that goes from your pubic bone to your tailbone, like a hammock. Mm-hmm. And all of that muscle is filled with nerve endings. Every human being who has an orgasm has their butt twitch. You know? It's all connected.
Anthony and I have this thing, though. We think butt sex should be left for the young.
It should be
How
left
old is too old to have butt sex?
Right.
for the young only. What about when you get old? You're going to be taking this back.
You're a bit saucy. You're a bit saucy for our program, but that's okay.
There's actually a good line here too. This is pretty funny. It's about the G-spot, and it says here the search party begin. Hold on, what page is this? It says break out the rubber gloves. Kidding about looking for the G-spot. Now, hold on, what page? This is page 51.
Yeah.
Is that a problem that most men have?
Finding the G-spot? That's a problem most women have, too.
So where is
really?
this? So where is this G-spot?
Yeah, I'll tell you, because I finally came up with a way to explain it that I think is pretty simple. But there's a picture in the book that you can't misunderstand.
What page? What page?
Yeah, what?
There's two pictures in a row. Let me just flip through.
Oh, hold on. I got it right here.
There's one with a finger.
With a finger. I have page.
Touching the G-spot.
I have page 49. It's a diagram of the G-spot. Is that it?
That's right. 49
Oh.
and 53.
Oh, 2 pages.
Hold on.
First you look at 49, then you look at 53.
Let me get 49. Hold on. All right.
So we show it first, like in relationship to what everyone knows. Everyone knows the uterus and the ovaries.
Right.
Because we had that in school. So if you're going to explain anything, you have to show that.
Uh-huh.
It says here the G-spot. It also has a picture of the bladder.
Yes, exactly. The bladder. Because at least we supposed to know that in our heads, not much.
Right.
And then for women, the only thing they really remember is the tampon diagram.
True that.
Oh, yeah.
Every box of tampons comes with one of those.
Who doesn't
but
know that?
diagram sucks.
So how do you find the G-spot? You shove a couple fingers in there, and then what do you do?
Well, I would start with just one.
Just one.
Eliminate shock.
That's true. You don't need to lose your babysitting job right away.
You can reserve the rest of the hand for other activities.
Right.
So
Through that.
The motion is the come hither motion.
Yeah.
So come over
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that, stop halfway through and take a look at your hand from the side, and you'll see you're in like a perfect C shape. That's the
Perfect
shape.
C shape.
It's like 2.5 inches in toward the belly button, right?
It's towards the belly button side, and it's very, like you said, like 2.5 inches. It's the bottom 1/3, so it's not very far in. And if you press on the pubic bone, which is really the base of your jeans zipper, everyone has a pubic bone.
Yes, we do.
But behind the pubic bone for women is the G-spot. So you try to get behind that bone.
It's quite spongy, right?
It is. It's like a ridgy, spongy, it's erectile tissue. So if she's in the right frame of mind, the G-spot's there and you can feel it. And if she's not in the right frame of mind, if she's nervous or uptight and just not ready yet, it won't really be very prominent. And the main thing for women is they've felt it here and there, but it makes them nervous because it makes them feel like they're going to pee. So a lot of times they'll feel it and they'll seize up and stop everything. Instead of knowing they're not going to pee, being able to relax. So women tend to lose their best orgasms to fear of peeing.
Right.
I like to call that G-spot Connor's headrest.
Yeah.
Headrest.
Now,
Our old Connor here in the studio.
I know. I'm afraid to go swimming though. The book here now. Are you actually? Is it released yet?
Yeah, it just came out.
Oh.
Time for Christmas.
Where can you get it?
Barnes & Noble, Amazon. I think your local bookstores carry it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What?
There's Tush Talk. There's actually. I'll say one thing. I like the. There's a tremendous amount of like little headings at the top of every page. So it's kind of like almost like a food for thought type of book.
Oh.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you want to go out and go fishing or something with your mom. And, if you're going to go fishing and maybe only one comes back and two don't.
Right.
How about here? It says, don't hate, masturbate.
Oh.
That's a pretty good story.
What's that about?
I started this business called Safina about 2 years ago. And Safina is these in-home sex ed salons for women. And we sell sex toys.
Oh.
But we call them accessories for your lust life.
Accessories. Like accessories, but only sex.
Right.
I get it.
Right. Accessories for your lust life. I mean, the whole thing about sex
brilliant.
in America is it's very awkward and uncomfortable. Like tush talk. I mean, the reason we call it that is so you can actually talk about your butt without feeling like a weird person.
Without feeling dirty.
Well, no one wants to listen to their tush. Plus, its breath stinks.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, all right. Well, what else do you cover that could help us out in the bedroom?
Well, sex toys are something that almost every woman is interested in, but they need permission to like them. So if you're married or you're in a long-term relationship, you really should get some, but make sure they're attractive. Don't buy ugly things.
Sharon, what's the difference between a clit and a penis?
Oh, that's a good question.
What page is that? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Shannon. What page is that?
Let's see. That's in the second chapter.
Connor wants to follow along in his own
Yeah.
book.
Yes.
Like he followed along his mom to the depths of, well...
That's good. It starts off explaining kind of where the clitoris is and what it's attached
Hold on. Let me just...
I'm just looking for the diagram. There's a great diagram of the difference between a clitoris and a penis.
Oh.
What page? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What page? I'm trying to follow along the book here.
Still looking for. Okay, here's a good page.
Hold on, I gotta take the cover.
94.
Hold on, the cover keeps falling off. Hold on.
All right, 94. We're at page 94 here. All right.
But you'll be surprised at how similar the clitoris and the penis are.
Really?
In fact, they're almost exactly the same.
Well, if they're on Jamie Lee Curtis, they are.
Yeah.
Even on your most average woman.
Well, Susan, obviously there's a difference in size, though.
I don't have a page here.
There is a big difference in size, but they operate exactly the same way. You know, everyone starts off female. This I thought was very surprising when I started this research. At the 7th week, if you've got a Y chromosome, your vulva closes up and it becomes testicles, and the clitoris grows.
Oh.
So everyone starts off the same. So we actually have all the same exact stuff. And the clitoris operates exactly the same as the penis. So when blood rushes to the region,
Yes.
the clitoris raises up and gets erect and sticks out from its foreskin.
How did you learn all this?
This took me about a year and a half.
That's it?
Well, that's all I did. I've interviewed doctors, urologists, dominatrixes, people who know things.
Really?
Let me ask you a question. Right here, I'm looking at page 150. It says, "I've never had an orgasm."
Yeah. These are stories of real women.
Why are you laughing at that? Some girls don't have an orgasm.
I don't believe
A
it.
lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot.
Look,
I would
it was
say
like my
no
dad-
less than 10%.
My dad and mom would always fight, and she would always. Like, my mom and I were talking one time. I actually just heard the fight from inside the little room I was staying in. That she would never have orgasms.
Right.
I mean, I heard this. It was kind of embarrassing as a kid to hear that, but it's like I think times have changed now. Well, I think men are more in tune with making a woman have an orgasm. Am I right or wrong?
See, Connor's very interested in your book and learning all he can. I mean, I just know he's soaking up every bit of information he can and just tearing through it.
Yeah.
That's good. That means he's actually interested in women. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I am. I'm very
I
attached
think
to my mother.
everyone should be, because this orgasm thing is not a small problem. I mean, when I say 10%, I think I'm being conservative.
So,
Wow.
Safina, what kind of advice could you give to the ladies that don't get the orgasms there?
Yeah, orgasms really do start in the mind.
What's
So
that?
it's
I couldn't
very,
hear.
very important to relax.
Just
And-
relax.
And that's hard,
Homo.
because most of the time, if you haven't had an orgasm by the time you're in your 20s, you're pretty frustrated.
Can't you just get them really?
Homo.
Can't you get them just really drunk? Will that help?
Oh, what about alcohol?
It really can't hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
as long as
exactly.
you're not doing anything related to the butt. I mean, because
Let me ask you:
you should never be drunk or high. That's a really bad idea.
Never be drunk or high for the butt.
that's the only way I could take it. Is tush sex bad for you? Like, for instance,
No,
I used to date
that's
one
another
girl.
myth.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's because people think,
right.
wow, that doesn't seem like it ought to happen,
God.
and because in our culture it seems so bad.
Yeah.
And they think, wow, what
Yeah.
if I get all
Yeah.
stretched out of shape and I'm
Yeah.
in pain?
Yeah.
But if
Right.
it's done properly with lots of lube and going very slowly,
Right.
Yeah.
it's just another muscle you're exercising.
But if she's crying and saying no,
Yeah, then you probably better quit. right then.
Really?
should you stop
Yeah.
or should you put the diaper back on?
Absolutely.
I know. He's being silly.
Yeah.
Oh, Connor.
Sarah. Sarah?
No, Shannon.
Oh,
Shannon. Opie.
Safina is the company and Shannon is me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I've been calling you.
Amber was the mistress.
Let's see. The male G spot equals the P spot.
Yeah, P dash.
P dash spot. What does that mean?
The P spot is pretty interesting because, like I was saying, the clitoris and the penis are the same. Well, men have a G spot too, of course, because we have all the same stuff. It just moves around. So, where the G spot is right behind the pubic bone, and you make this come hither motion. The P spot is just a little further back, and it's on the backside of the prostate.
So you're saying that men and women are pretty much the same before we're born, but it's just some type of a chromosome
Yep.
thing?
All right.
And so everything just shifts around.
Is that, but what makes women a little bit smarter than we are?
Oh, Connor, they sure are.
They sure are.
We know who the boss at home is, unless you have a motor and a boat. Then we teach you.
Wow.
Yeah, one little blonde hair in the front seat. Dad didn't think.
Okay.
Well, I do have a theory about happiness. I'd love to try it out on you.
Oh,
What? Well, hold
little
on.
Let's see
experiment.
if you agree.
Well, hold on. Okay.
Yes.
Here's my theory.
All right.
The reason why I focus on women with Safina and getting them to buy sex toys is because I think that if women think something's a good idea and then we can all do it.
Yeah.
So that if you're having fun, if women are having fun, then we can all have fun.
Right.
So my theory is that women are in control of the fun and that women control happiness.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I have to agree with you. I think you're right.
Yeah?
Yeah, you seem to have culled a lot of knowledge from a lot of people and put it together very nicely in this book.
Well, thanks.
What have you learned on your own through your own sexual experiences?
Wow, a lot. I think I've learned a lot. Well, I found the kazoo is really distracting.
What's that?
The kazoo is really distracting.
Jews are distracting?
Is that the kazoo?
Kazoo, what are you talking about?
Oh.
Something must be bleeding through. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I was hearing this Christmas music.
We were having
Christmas music? No, actually, we don't play Christmas music on our show.
Ever.
Yeah, because we figure all the other radio stations are doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Oh,
what.
okay, that's good. Okay, so
I don't know what that was.
We had some equipment problems earlier, and we do apologize for that.
Oh, that's okay.
Shannon,
That's
if something
okay, 'cause it
was
was kind of
bleeding through
entertaining.
from a production facility.
I'm gonna stick this up your ass.
Well,
But I pooped from there.
Now you do.
What?
I found my G-spot and I lost it and I found it again.
You
So,
did?
Yeah, I lost it for like 7 years.
Where'd you lose it?
You lost your G-spot?
Yeah, I actually thought it was attached to this guy I was dating. And when we broke up, I thought, wow, that was so great. I really...
For 7 years?
Yeah, nobody else was able to find it.
7 years.
It was horrible.
G-spot doesn't
It was
work.
like breaking a mirror and then having bad luck,
Yeah.
So I found my G-spot because
All right.
I finally found another guy who could find it, and then I realized it wasn't attached to him.
Where was it? Was it at the mall?
Oh, the girls.
It was under the couch cushions.
Oh, Connor.
Oh my!
Just buried.
Jiminy Cricket.
Oh boy! All right. Well, listeners,
listeners have a few questions, I think, right?
Great.
yeah, they're very excited to talk to a
Sexpert.
sexpert, right?
Do you call yourself a sexpert? What is your title?
I'm a sexpert now. I'm actually the new sexpert for iVillage. So I'm ordained as a real sexpert now.
What is iVillage?
iVillage is a women's website. It's like a kind of compilation of magazine articles from Cosmo and a book and all the major magazines and health issues and sex.
All
right. Let's go to Ken in.
Conventionheads.com.
Hold on a minute. Let's go to Ken in Virginia.
Connor, stop it, or you will not get your snorkel and flippers for Christmas.
Ken,
Yes, sir.
do you have a question for the sexpert?
Absolutely. A couple of months ago, little Connor was looking at whore's ass, and he came down with a cold afterwards, and I was wondering if she found anything in her research that correlates the two.
Oh yeah, that is true. Connor.
I was performing Tushalingus.
Yeah, and
Lingus and got a cold?
and he got a
I got a
cold.
cold
This is a true
after.
story. Yes.
Is that possible, Shannon?
That's more than possible, but I don't know if it's related.
Okay.
Huh.
But if you only got a cold, you're lucky.
Wow, well, you can't get anything from that. It can't happen to me.
All right.
Oh, God. Oh boy, we're all having a big laugh.
Oh, gosh.
What can you get from Tushalingus?
Herpes is transmittable.
No, it's not.
From mouth to butt or anywhere.
Is eating logs bad?
Interesting.
I think you get something called stinkiest tongueiest.
But a cold, you got off easy. You could have gotten something bad.
All right. Why don't we say hi to Chris on Long Island? Chris, you got a question?
Hi, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
Morning, Chris. Welcome to the program.
Thanks. Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
Hi. I just want to let you know that my wife has read a couple of books by Miss Frankel. She's a huge fan.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah. And I have a question for you. You were talking about these sexaccessories. And a friend suggested something. I wanted to know. My wife's teetering. Maybe I can push her over the edge. How do you feel about, I'd like her to defecate on a plate, preferably.
On a plate?
Yeah, and then, maybe she could microwave it, and when it gets nice and hot, run around the house with the yelling donkey sausage. Have you heard of this before, this donkey sausage phenomenon?
No, what's that?
Oh, well, it's this new thing, and it's really great. You just run around with a plate full of, hot steaming defecation, running around yelling, donkey sausage, and it's supposedly a great turn-on. But my wife hasn't, she's kind of on the edge. She doesn't want to try it.
Well, that's a good question. Shannon, donkey sausage,
Donkey sausage.
yay
How
or
would you
nay?
convince someone- Well, you have to think of, to get anyone to do anything, especially with sex, you have to think what's in it for them.
Right.
So now, why is that going to be fun for her? You have to figure something out.
Shut up! Shut up!
I think you have to come up with a reason why that's going to be fun.
Right,
for
right.
her.
Well, that's a great question. I think it's some type of fetish thing he was into.
Yeah, like if he wants to put down plastic bags on the floor and maybe have someone come over this afternoon at 5:30 and, drop logs on
Drop
them.
a few logs,
for
right.
$3.50.
All right, let's go to Eric in Manhattan. Eric, you have a question?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Quite often I have sex with my wife in a balloon knot,
Yeah.
and when I pull out, I have a little surprise. Is that safe, and how do I clean that?
I think what he's saying is he pulled his this is, say it right, it's tush sex, and he pulled it out, and it looked like his mule was wearing an Abe Lincoln hat.
Yeah.
Old gravy legs.
Right. Well, one thing's for sure. If she feels like she's got to go to the bathroom, she does. So she ought to consider that before you start, because that's, it's really not a holding area.
Right,
area.
right. It's
Yeah.
not a
What?
holding area.
No. So there really should be almost nothing in there
Yeah.
under normal conditions. So you should probably ask that in
Okay.
advance.
Well, that's,
All right.
that's some good
Good
advice,
question.
I must say.
Good
Let's-
question. Serious questions only from our listeners, of course.
Yeah, who's this now?
Vivid Empire.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
I want to know if this is considered a glass coffee table book, and what is the best way to introduce scat to the woman?
Is this considered a coffee table book?
No, a glass coffee table book.
A glass coffee table book.
You can lay under it and read it
Right.
while listening to
Yeah, it's not big enough.
Chuck
I mean,
Berry
it's
records.
not one of those big books, so I don't know. But it does have like a really cheerful, chick-looking cover.
Right.
So you could read it on the subway and nobody's going to think anything.
And what was the second part of your
Yeah, what was
question?
the second part?
What's the best way to introduce scat to my wife?
Scat.
like the old singing.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My chest is a
Old gravy chest.
Old gravy chest.
Having the girl like release herself number 2 on the chest.
what?
Oh, is that what that is?
Is that what scat is?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. The euphemisms are amazing, huh?
Yeah,
We're trying to
learning.
keep it. We're trying to keep it clean for broadcast. That's all.
Dude, is that what scat is when someone uses your chest as a bowl?
Yes, you could even sculpt it too.
Huh.
Sharon,
I can't, I default back to the, why is it going to be fun for her? Because that's the only way to motivate anyone to do anything.
Well,
Right.
maybe it's
Well,
fun
like
for her
Play-Doh.
because the guy gets so turned on by his fetish.
And she knows that she won't go to bed with a blackened jaw.
Well, that's probably the second job, right? That's always an incentive.
Yeah, really.
I know, really,
The idea
Connor.
of having a good time. I mean, if she really thinks that's going to be fun for you, maybe she could be convinced. But that's going to be a long shot. You probably
right.
should find somebody who has the same interest.
Right.
All right, we only have time for a few more questions here. Let's say hi to, looks like Andre. Andre?
Oh, hello, everyone. How are you today?
Hello, Andre.
Hi.
Thank you for calling the program.
Thank you, Care Bear. Shannon, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I have a question for you. I'm currently dating another man's girlfriend. I'm playing a bit of a devil myself, if you understand. But my question is that when this gentleman, his name is Mark, when I have his girlfriend over and she is performing, how I say...
Oral treats?
Yeah,
All right.
that's a good way. Oral treats on me. She tends to have a bit of a gag reflex very quickly. And I want to know how to kind of maybe work her out of that so I can perhaps push a little more down, if you understand what I mean. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, how do you get the girls to open their throats?
Yeah, because this one, she seems to not be able to take as much as I want to give her. Cunt. What do you think?
Yeah, well, maybe she's just not going to be able to. It sounds like she's already trying too hard, or she shouldn't be gagging. She should probably use her hand at the same time.
She does use her hand a little bit, but I try to push more, and not more than 2 or 3 inches go in, and then she tends to have, a tough time with that cunt. I don't understand how I can maybe get her to be able to accept more without kind of, having a gag reflex. Or what do you think?
Yeah, well, if it's too much, it's too much. Maybe it's just too much.
But there's nothing I can do to try
Because gagging is
to
just
help
a
her
reflex.
get past that?
So she can use her hand at the same time. But obviously it's going too far. She wouldn't be gagging. Because gagging happens pretty far back.
Yeah.
It's too small mouth.
Yeah. Henri? Is that it, Henri? Henri.
He punched out.
Or his
I guess
phone may
his
have went
phone
out.
might
It
have gone
sounded
out.
like a cellular.
All right. Well,
that was very good. Good question. Good answer. We got a couple of more?
Yeah, let's go to Scott in California.
Scott in
Modesto. Scott?
Yes. Hi, Lil Connor.
Hi.
Hey there. I had a question for Shannon. I got in a little bit of legal trouble, Shannon, because my wife really wouldn't shut the hell up. And Connor, you were there. You remember that, right?
I do.
Yes, it was she was a pain in my ass. And see, Shannon, I'm surrounded only by guys now because of my little legal trouble, and because Amber's gone and my wife is not with us. So I was just wondering, now that I'm surrounded by guys, how should I go about satisfying my desires?
Surrounded by guys. You're in prison?
Yeah, he's in prison.
Oh,
He
okay.
calls our program a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to picture this.
I know. He's been in for about a year now.
And
I
a
guess.
lot of the things that he enjoyed doing, fishing, things like that, he's not able to do anymore, so I guess he wants to enjoy himself.
Is it normal to go gay because you're in prison, I guess, is what he wants to know.
Well, the spectrum of kind of straight to gay is this continuum. And through history, men tended to be kind of gay before they got married. You know?
Really?
Yeah. And if you look at ancient Greece and lots of parts of the world, even now, it's considered like a normal boys' activity that you outgrow.
So it's not gay if you're single?
Yeah, I think the definition of gay and straight is all what you decide to call yourself.
Well, it's not gay if you don't push back.
Whatever makes you feel like, oh, that's okay.
I don't know if it's like whatever you call yourself, but I mean, there are labels I think that make some kind of sense, right?
Yeah, there are. I mean, people who are not interested in having sex with the opposite sex ever,
Yeah,
that's on the far end of gay.
Yeah.
But
Right.
most
The shit
people are
dicks.
somewhere in the middle.
We're in the middle,
Depending on
so
circumstances,
Freddy
what they're-
Krueger, Rob Halford.
You could go out with girls, but then on the other hand, you're equally as comfortable maybe putting a Java log in the fireplace and having
All
a
right,
glass of
all right, let's
wine
calm down.
with another
All
man
right, let's
in your pajamas.
Let's relax.
Perhaps, and that's absolutely acceptable.
Well, I think if we didn't have social taboos around being gay, more people would be more fluid about it.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
But do you think that's a bit faggoty? The scenario that Anthony
Faggoty?
just described.
Two men just hanging out, watching TV with a fire going in their pajamas, maybe glass of wine,
some cheese and crackers.
That sounds like a nice kind of
That's
almost
a date.
It's a date, right?
Yeah.
That's a real
Yeah, that's
date.
what we were thinking. Kind of sounds like a date.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the firemen show up. Oh, it's fantastic. It's
Then
fabulous.
that's a porn film.
Fabulous.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we go on to the next question? It's Bill in New Hampshire. Bill, you have a question for the Sexpert.
Oh, Shannon?
I sure do. Hey, O&A. Nice. Hey, Sugar Nut.
Hi.
All right. Bill, what do you have for Shannon?
Well, something I've been feeling really weird about for a long time. When I was young,
Okay.
I used to kind of experiment with my friends. We'd hide under a porch and play silly games.
The whole
Is that
circle
normal?
jerk thing?
What do you mean? What do you mean silly games?
Well, we'd get under the porch and, we'd kind of gobble each other up a little bit. I'd rest my head on my friend's thigh, and we'd just go from there.
What?
Did you have any weird name for this thing?
It sounds like a circle jerk with oral sex.
Oh.
Well, We called it Monster Rain.
Monster Rain?
Monster Rain?
What kind of a sick idiot would come up with a name like
What
that?
is that?
Why
What
Monster
does the rain
Rain?
have to do with it?
Helen, what do you think of that?
Well, it was a good excuse to get under the porch.
Oh,
we would pretend it was raining monsters.
Oh,
so the rain was coming. You guys would hide under the porch and then kind of give each other oral favors?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Shannon, it's little kids blowing each other. Where you stand on that?
Helen, is
it
that
just
normal?
Seems like a thing. Yeah, it seems perfectly normal. I think Monster Rain's pretty creative, but
Yeah, there you go. Pretty
I feel
creative.
a lot better about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, how old are you when you and Jimmy Robinson don't do that anymore, Helen? How old are you?
How old am I, or how old was I?
No. I'm asking the Sexpert. How old is that not be when you're not normal anymore for doing that?
well, I don't know if you're ever not normal for it. I mean, because then you just
Well, the
become
Bible
gay.
says different. Huh?
At some point, you just cross over into gay.
Oh, all right.
Right,
You know,
right.
Once you've hit puberty,
God
and,
willing.
you know, then you're just seeing guys instead of girls under the
Yeah,
porch.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, but that seems like a normal kid thing.
Yeah, Bill, don't worry about it. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, that's.
Thanks, Bill.
I like that one actually. Let's go to New Mexico and talk to Mike. Mike, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. How's it going on, eh?
Good. We're enjoying Shannon. Shannon Muller?
Mullen.
Oh, yeah.
Mullen. I'm sorry.
That's in there, sweetie pie.
Hello, marmalade bag.
Oh, yeah. Shannon, I got a question for you.
Great.
Shannon.
Yep.
Oh, something must have happened to his phone.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose New Mexico? Yeah, okay.
Aw.
I don't know what that was.
Ah.
Sorry, Shannon. Let's go to
And he had asked, like, Shannon, like it was going to be a good question or something.
Yeah.
And we lost him.
It could have been a good one. Now we're all going to be wondering what he was going to say, which is always uncomfortable. Lil Jimmy is calling from New York. Yes, Lil Jimmy?
Hey, Opie, Anthony, little Connor, how's it going?
I've been better. I'm kind of wet behind the ears.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, let's give you a little background information. I'm a 35-year-old aspiring comedian, and I enjoy ladies of the night occasionally.
Really?
And the problem is,
you're an aspiring comedian. Can we see you anywhere?
Actually, you can see me at the downtown on December 23rd.
That would be what, this Thursday night?
That would be.
Okay.
All right. Go to my website, eatabullet.com, if you'd like to see my luscious body.
Are you going to hopefully be funny?
Oh, I will kill. I'm ready to go.
Or is it going to be the same old crap that you're known for?
Oh, why do you got to do this to me on radio?
Sean, I'm just joking. We kind of know this guy. He's a local comedian,
Connor,
and he's a meaty disaster.
Connor, you have something to add to
Yeah,
Jimmy?
if you want to go see Lil Jimmy, you can see him and Nathaniel, who's headlining at 516-293-7700. That's the downtown Long Island. A little plug for you, Lil Jimmy.
Thanks a lot.
Wow.
I'm going to come to you in, actually.
All right.
Shannon, if you'd like to come too, it's on me.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Well, my problem here is that I enjoy my ladies in the night like usual. And I have a hard habit of laying on my back and having them urinate on my throat.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get over this habit because I'm running out of money. My mother's getting very distraught over this situation.
You told your mother about that?
My mother actually left a message on my answer.
Oh, my God. You know what? Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. Shannon, we do have that phone call.
Oh, no, please don't.
We do have that phone call, but...
Shannon, we'd love to play this. It's a message that Lil Jimmy's mother left Lil Jimmy on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about ladies of the evening and maybe what Jimmy could do to, I don't know, stop seeing them so much.
How interesting. Let's hear it.
Yeah, maybe you can
Here it is.
add some insight.
Yeah, I mean, you're the Sexpert. I mean, what does Lil Jimmy Norton's mom know about prostitutes, right?
My face is red.
Let's give a...
All right, hold on, Lil Jimmy.
Hi, sweetheart. It's Mom. How are you? Jimmy, I know this is a little awkward, but everyone's fine here. But we heard the radio show. We love it, by the way. And you were talking about giving up, the ladies of the evening, which is a wonderful thing. But you know what? Dr. Phil always says replace something with something. So I was thinking, you have that nice gym downstairs. And, just for like 20 minutes to half an hour, and you would feel better. Use that. And also there's gyms in New York you could go. You could exercise, and you would feel a whole lot better. You'd lose a little weight, you'd tone up, and you relieve, tension and stuff, and you'd be meeting other people. I don't know, honey. I just thought it might be a good thing. I'm sorry. I'm interfering, I know. I'm thinking of you. Nobody knows I'm calling. So don't get offended or think I'm strange, but I am a mother, and I worry about you. You're doing so well. Everything's falling into place. This might be just one of the, the health thing. It would help you, sweetheart. Well, anyway, that's it. I'm not going to go on and on. I know it's not my business. But anyway, I love you, and I feel I can interfere because I'm your mother. I'm taking special license. But anyway, we're looking forward to seeing you at Christmas, and I really hope you can make it. And anyway, don't be mad at me, okay, sweetie? I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
And there it is, little Jimmy's mom. Isn't that sweet? Little Jimmy, thank you for sending that in and sharing with everybody. We greatly appreciate that.
But Shannon, what we were thinking is that what was little Jimmy's mom saying, because of the fact she was saying Dr. Phil says to replace things, and that he should go to the gym, is that basically he's kind of fat-breasted and awful, and that picking up prostitutes is probably the only option until he does a few crunches.
Well, she said that really nicely, if that's what she was saying.
Actually, I'd like to play right now a phone call that our own Connor's mother made to Connor.
Oh, yeah.
On the show. Hi, Connor. It's Mom. Next stop, Davy Jones' locker.
Hello?
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Yeah.
I didn't get it at all.
It's an old Sicilian message. They got diapers.
I don't get that either. So, well, any advice to little Jimmy as far as the hooker habit and the mom calling and all that?
Sleeps with the guppies.
Well, exercise is always a good idea, but
Yeah.
it's not exactly equivalent to a urination session.
Right.
Exactly.
So probably that won't change what you feel like doing, but it's always good to get fit.
Okay. Does that help you, little Jimmy?
That really helps a lot, actually. I don't feel so bad about myself.
All right. Very good. Thank you for calling the program.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. We're over downtown.
Bye, little Jimmy. See you at the downtown.
Yep,
See you later,
Thursday
Angel.
night. We'll get to see him again. That's going to be great. It's going to be a great show. Hey, Greg in Vegas. We got to wrap up with
Shannon.
Shannon.
Hey, I got a question about pussy farts. Do I cry? Do I laugh? Do I hang a car freshener over it? What do I do?
What was the first part?
Pussy farts, Shannon. Where do you stand on that?
Pussy farts. Well, there's air, you know.
But should
And if they're
girls feel
moving,
silly,
air moving
uncomfortable?
around.
Should they just say,
Not at all.
here it is.
Air
Who cares?
moving around, and if the guy wasn't there, it wouldn't be making noise. You know.
Right.
Good
right.
point.
It's really the guy's fault for moving around. And moving air. So no.
So your book now? When did it actually come out?
It just came out at the end of November. So it's been out for 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks. 2 or 3
Yeah.
weeks. So we must have one of the first
You
copies.
have one of
looks
the
like.
first copies.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you.
Connor's
I
loving
think
it.
they sent you like early.
Why'd you only send one though?
I don't know. The publisher did. I'm sure we can get you more.
Please do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm running out of pages.
Connor's going through it like crazy.
I'll get them to send you a couple more. Thanks so
He
much.
loves it, yeah.
All right. I don't know what this question is, so we'll
Ripping right through it.
we'll try to figure this out together on the air. Zach from Tampa. Zach.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Hey, Sweet Tits.
Hi, Angel Face.
Like 2 callers ago, I love the ladies of the evening, and I picked up one recently, and as I was rubbing my hands over her back, I noticed it was kind of wide, and then I found some balls. Does Shannon have any suggestions for me on this?
Wow. Maybe you should talk to them a little bit more before you get them home.
Ooh, good suggestion.
Yeah.
Well, should you feel ashamed that you picked up a man when you thought you were picking up a female prostitute?
No, I wouldn't.
And what's the best way you say to wash man breath off of your junk, just in case something happened? Then you're getting this waft of man breath.
Yeah, and your
coming
friend
up.
Tyler is knocking on the bathroom door, going, "How was it?" And you're in there washing shame off your mule.
Antiseptic soap.
Yeah, that's a little much. All right.
All right, I guess.
Well, we've learned a lot here today, Shannon. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
The name of the book is The Best Years of Your Life. And
No, the best you'll ever have.
Best you'll ever have, and you can get it in. I can't see that page.
Yes,
Hold
Jimmy?
on.
Yeah, where could you get it?
Connor?
Barnes & Noble, Amazon, any major bookstore.
Now, this is your first book.
This is my first.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Got to be very exciting.
It is exciting. I hope people buy it and read it so I can write another one.
It's a real page turner. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this was really good.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks very much. I'm going to have a book party, so if you're in New York,
hold on.
You're welcome to come.
Hold on 1 second.
What? Another question?
Where's
the book party, Shannon?
Yeah, where's the book party going to be held?
The book party is going to be at Lotus.
What happened?
Yeah, but you got it out.
I know. You weren't able to hang up on her quick enough with these computer phones.
I thought she was going to give me an or something.
Click.
I know, you let her get all the information out.
I blew it.
No, you didn't, but she still didn't.
All right.
You don't know when.
She got cut off. She's standing there talking into the phone.
Oh,
No
hold
one's
on.
listening.
Something happened to her phone.
What happened? What happened?
Shannon?
I just disconnected.
What happened? So, the book party is going to be...
At Lotus. Hello?
Shannon. Jesus.
Is she going to call back? If she does, silent game.
All right.
Silent game.
Let's see. Bernie Getz is going to be on the show tomorrow. Are you kidding me?
I've been begging.
How great is that?
I want Bernie Getz.
Bernie Getz will be on the program tomorrow.
Well, I think he might be coming in or calling in. We don't know. Well,
all right. Very good.
Coming in. Be great.
I know.
Make sure Earl is here tomorrow.
Huh?
All right.
Oh.
Shannon.
I don't know what's going on.
Sorry about that. So your book party is coming. Do you want to just any final thoughts on the book?
Well, it's great for Christmas, so don't hesitate to get one at the holidays. But mainly, I'm interested in people telling stories. So if you do pick up a copy of the book, I hope you'll email me. And my email's in the book. Are you there? Hello? 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 Hello?
Oh, Christ. So, we're about to end the program.
Yep.
Okay.
We're about to play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony show. What did you guys think of Shannon? She was all right, huh?
Yeah.
Very good.
I thought she went on a little long, but it was all right. It
Well,
was a
yeah,
good segment.
I thought she was very nice, but she got like a little rude at the end. Like I think she was pissed off at us. I don't know why she was unhappy with us.
No, I wasn't pissed off at
I
all.
didn't.
No, kinda weird.
I think she thought that some of the callers were making fun of her or something. She didn't have to have an attitude about it, you know.
No.
Gotta understand some of our listeners are just stupid.
She didn't really sound like an expert on sex.
Now, a lot of people are putting books out lately that just, just to probably make a profit and rip people off.
Why'd she hang up on us?
I didn't.
I don't understand. I think we treated her nice, and she hung up on us like that.
No, I didn't hang up.
I was going to plug the book again, but
Oh.
if she's angry at us, there's no reason for her to be angry. I don't know why she hung
No,
up on
I'm
us.
not
Because I think that she
angry.
probably
She sounded
thought
so nice at the beginning
I know.
of the call, and
And
then at the end,
I thought we were having fun, but all of a
she
sudden,
hung
like
up.
she hung up a
Yeah.
couple times. I was ready to call her, a bitch or something.
I mean, I'm enjoying this book.
I didn't really want to go there, but I don't know. I didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, we were left out. We were left out there with an uncomfortableness that.
I've never been hung up like that.
No,
like
three
that.
times the same. She hung up 3
I
times,
know.
man. It was like there's no reason
No.
Sometimes I understand we have phone problems, but for the most part,
We
the,
had phone
the
problems.
phones
I don't know why
work
she would
and-
do that.
And there was a couple.
Can you hear me?
She seemed nice at first.
Wow, the instant feedback are calling her the C word for some
Why?
reason.
No.
Oh, my
For
goodness.
what?
I don't think she was that bad. I'm a little bitchy maybe, but I wouldn't use the
They
C
could
word.
probably sense how well, that was really rude to be talking. All of a sudden, she's gone.
I know, just hanging
Wait,
up
she's
like
there?
that.
Hello?
I'm here.
Shannon?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Program complete.
Hey, let's go right to the phones and talk to Joe in Jersey. What's up, Joe? Joe, you're on. Let's go.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Hey, Sugar Cookie.
Hello, sweetie. How are you?
Sugar
Not too bad.
Dude, we were going 60, 65 miles an hour. You brought it down to 30.
Well, I got a little treat for Anthony.
Yes? Yes.
I used to listen to a show that used to shit on Chauncey Hayden all the time. So I thought you guys would like this. They used to say his name all the time on the air, but they didn't have the audience you guys did. So I'd just like to say big hi to Stephen Dowsett.
Joe, what the fuck are you trying to say?
What do you mean?
Here's something. When you call a radio show, have something that more than one person will get.
Well, I just thought you ruined Howie's Christmas. I thought ruin Chauncey's as well.
Is everyone drunk out there?
Yeah, I think
What are you
so.
talking about? We don't care about Chauncey Hayden on any level.
Neither do I.
You're just going to get more and more frustrated, Opie.
Hang
The
on.
longer you leave this gentleman on the phone.
Okay, I'll punch
You
him.
should see Opie's face right now. He looked at me like, what the
Why did you think that was good for the show today?
I'll just ruin his day.
Whose day?
Steven.
Steve? Who is
Oh, my
Steven?
God.
Chauncey Hayden. That little jerk.
Is his
Opie's
real name
just-
Steven?
Stephen Dowsett. I could see why he'd want to change his name.
Opie,
Hayden?
the aircraft is in a flat spin, and you're trying to pull out.
Buffalo Mike, what's up?
The only thing you
How's
can
it
do
going,
is
guys?
grab
Good
the
morning.
handle under the seat and pull it and hope Goose doesn't crack his head on the canopy.
We might have to ban phone calls today. Joe
Just
might have wrecked
one
it for
guy?
everybody.
No.
Buffalo Mike, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Your
Good morning.
job to bail out the callers now, Buffalo Mike.
Okay, I just want to bring up the most uncomfortable moment yesterday.
Okay.
Sex therapist you were talking to?
Yeah.
Oh, that was worse than Anthony talking about his marriage. Oh, my God.
Yeah, if you just tuned in your XM Satellite Radio to 202 overnight, I think during the weekend we're going to replay a lot of stuff, and one of them will be the sex therapist or the Sexpert bit that we did yesterday, the last hour of the show. It was pretty amazing, I got to say.
I listened to the replay, and Jimmy just ripping her book up during the entire interview, if you could call it that, is hysterical. You just hear the pages tearing.
I was so uncomfortable. It was ridiculous.
The end of that call is hysterical, too, when we just played silent game with her.
All right, well,
Very
you guys
funny.
keep up the good work.
All right, thank you, Buffalo Mike.
Thank you, Buffalo.
Mike.
No, I got Rev ready. Go ahead.
Opie.